Hello everyone, this is Michelle, and I'm back with another video, and I'm going to do another book review video because I just like doing them. And this one is The Goddess in America, the Divine Feminine in Cultural Context. And it is written by, just get this, it is edited by Trevor Greenfield. And so I'm just going to give you a small review of the book because it is one of those books that unless you really are interested in this, you're not going to be able to get through the book. The book is going to be totally dry and totally boring. So first of all, I want to say the book is dry. It is. I mean, I have read countless dry books, and this is a dry book. If you're interested in it, it's an excellent book to read. I spent $2.99 on it, and it gives you a history of like the Native Americans. I skipped a lot of the Native American section except for the Cherokee because my great-grandmother was full-blooded Cherokee, and so I'm interested in that. But the rest of the other ones I skipped. It's just that those myths or those beliefs did not appeal to me as a reader. So he talks about a whole wide variety of different things, without it being a really super thick book that costs like $30 if you buy it on Kindle. He does touch in on the Morgan, which is listed as probably one of the most popular goddesses. And I think it's mainly due to the fact is that we brought Irish immigrants in during the Great Potato Famine, and so it's not this it's not too far to fathom that she would join them. But I am going to say that I did enjoy the book immensely. They talked about the reclaiming movement. He talked about the reclaiming movement. He talked about Zudapest, and I know a lot of people, they're not really a fan of Zudapest because of that comment that she made a couple years back. But reading it does explain a great deal about why she has that view, and why a lot of people in the goddess movement has that view, especially people that only want like natural born women, born only women in their circles, and why they believe that transgender women are not really women. So when you read it, especially if you're kind of like, okay, trans women are women, it's a good idea to understand where that view comes from instead of totally dismissing it. Because if you dismiss it without doing some research about it, you don't get that important aspect of it. So that section was really great, and then they go into like pop culture, like from like Marilyn to Maleficent. And I do know that there's a lot of people that will bring in like new names. Like I don't know who the person is, and yeah, I'm a big fan of the show, but I wouldn't bring that into it. I totally forgot who it was. But I don't know if it was a man or a woman. They go and they invoke like Celestia and Twilight Sparkle. I do know that someone who has a Spona altar, Rihanna altar, one of the horse goddesses, they do have like a My Little Pony on there because it is a four-legged equestrious. It's a horse, a pony, little pony. Um, if I was a total devotee to Rihanna, I probably would put one of them on there, but I also would put like other representations of horses. So I'm guessing it's more of like it's a representation of horse than where it comes from. But that's just me. But yeah, it. I mean it is a really, to be honest, it is a really great book. I like this section. Goddess worship is more mainstream now. A wider acceptance, quite possibly due to the internet and easier access to books and learning material, as well as a fascination with the supernatural in Hollywood, has made exposure to this new old religion reach farther and wider than any other time. And I do agree with that. You don't look at, like, say, American Horror Story Season 3, The Coven. That season had more of an impact on people than any other season. I'm currently going through season 6. To be honest, I never ever watched the other seasons, and that's mainly because I didn't have cable. But I really, really would have loved to see a season 3 when it aired. But it hit the nail right on the head with that statement. Yeah. It. So yeah. So it's. It really. The pop culture one was really great, and I'm sorry if I'm a little disconnected. I just burned some incense to the Morgan, and my eyes are like, ugh. It says here, acceptance of this ever-growing belief system is more prevalent in literature, television, and the movies now than it has been since the rise of Christianity and other organized religions. So, yeah. So that section was probably my favorite one. I really, really, really enjoyed it. And of course, around Halloween, you really kind of get this really big impression that that they're really tapping into that base. I remember last month when I was out over Walgreens, and they had like how to be enchanting, witchy. Revlon was doing that, and then of course they had Wet and Wild. They had like fake eyelashes. They had like sparkly, sprinkly things, which I never got because I was just too lazy to buy it. So Halloween really. You really have that marketing. You really have that connection to this inner power that can come out by using their products. So it's amazing. But overall, I give The Goddess in America, The Divine Female in a Cultural Context, 5 stars. It is a dry book. If you're not really interested in that, it can be pretty difficult to get through it. But overall, it is a good book. I was really glad they included Morgan into the book. So I'm going to end it here. Oh, I almost forgot to mention, the thing that's really going to bring, like, say, the Norse gods or the Egyptian or the Greek and all that type of really out, is American Gods. It's coming out next year. Neil Gaiman did the book, and I kind of read the Wikipedia thing of it, and I was kind of like, wow, that's going to make a really good show. But I don't have Stars, so I'm not going to go watch it, unfortunately. I'll just have to wait till it comes out on DVD or Blu-ray, one of the two. Alright, so I will see you guys around until next time. May the Morgan bless you. Bye.